Old Men. I am one of the Grumpy Old Men, Eric.
And I am Tim. Yeah, well, y'all missed the fiasco coming on. We have, since we have high dollar production company running our operation, we just had a test scenario before we went live for the recording. Anyway,
that's the one thing we don't need help with. I know this shit works.
I know, right? We've been doing pretty good so far. So, how was your weekend?
Good. Volleyball tournament. They actually took first place. It was kind of fun.
Wow.
Thought I got to play a little bit. Yeah, it was kind of exciting. Other than that, didn't do much, man. Sat on the couch.
So is the superstar girl back that she was replacing? Oh.
Yeah, she's back. She's been back. So they have a game tonight against a crappy team, so hopefully she'll play tonight. Thursday they have a game against a really crappy team. She always plays against them. And then next week starts districts, but I'm heading off to Florida for a week.
Oh, yeah, you're going to Mastermind.
That's right. Going for work. It's work. Yeah. It's technically work, but I'll be in a mansion for 7 days. Oh no! Free food in a mansion in Orlando. Oh no!
For me. So yeah, I just got back from Oktoberfest in Helen. So for those of you that don't know, Helen, Georgia, does a little small town in North Georgia, almost on the border up in the mountains, that does Oktoberfest every year. And if you've never been, you need to go. There's plenty of booze, plenty of tapping kegs, plenty of music. It's real good. But if you ever go, make sure you go Monday through Friday. Do not go on a Saturday or Sunday. It took me 2.5. I mean, literally from one end of town to the other, maybe 4 miles, maybe. It took me 2.5 hours just to get, seriously, took me 2 hours and 22 minutes to get probably 2 miles to get
to
a parking spot.
I would have left.
I couldn't. The problem is I couldn't. You don't.
Oh, you were stuck in the traffic.
You're stuck in the traffic. Now we got there. So Friday night we were in town and we went out and went to a couple of bars and some of the keg tappings and a few other things. Now that was nice. There was just enough people. Standard wait 10, 15 minutes to try to get in somewhere, and food wasn't a big deal. But man, Saturday, no.
Any naked women running around?
There was some half naked women running around.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They have on the little German outfits, look like Heidi a little bit. Some of them had shorter skirts than others. So
that was the best part about when I went to Oktoberfest in Munich, man. But these girls, I mean, they'll have, 7, 8 liters of beer in each hand and just slam it on the table, grab your money, you slap their ass, and they're on their way.
Yeah, and I mean, they're walking around. They're all walking around with 2 or 3 glasses, and they're not even drinking it. So.
Then you got the Oompa Loompas on stage. Oompa, 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 oompa.
But we had the good German food too, so we got some of the original good German food and
get some of that Wiener Schnitzel down your throat, did you?
Yeah, some Wiener Schnitzel and some some lamb and a few other things. But the German potato salad, my wife loves that. So I had a few bratwurst and sauerkraut. So it was a good weekend.
Man, I could go for one. I could eat that every meal of every day. Some brat and some sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Airbnb we were staying in had a hot tub on the back deck. And Saturday night and Friday night was probably 50. Saturday night got into the low 40s, man, up in the mountains. It was nice, and it was nice out there.
Oh, but that hot tub was super nice then, yeah.
About 10 o'clock, we all crawled in it and sitting there, just finishing off the evening, having a few drinks or whatever. It was nice. Now getting out was a pain in the what.
Oh yeah, you get your fucking balls that just disappear. Thump.
It all
gone.
It was like, really? I didn't know it was that cold. Yeah, but it went and hid.
If you lock the door, you just cut the glass with your nipples. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 40 this morning when I went to the gym. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, I like the cool weather. It's starting to get a little cool.
Yeah.
So
thank goodness. No more 90-degree days, man. I love it.
Oh. Yeah, we got a few months left for that. Don't wish them yet, but they'll be back in March probably about May.
I'm a snowbird, man. I want the snow. Bring it. Bring me the snow. All right. So are you ready to see how good or how bad we did on our picks last week?
The sad thing is I know 1 or 2 games. I really don't remember the teams I picked, but I know the 1 or 2 games I picked lost. So I may be down to $1.
All right. Here we go. Maybe. All right. So this on the right here is last week. So did Georgia beat Kentucky by more than 14.5?
Yes.
Crap.
Yeah,
we both picked Miami, and we know how that one went.
We know how that one went. Did you see that?
20.5 points, and instead of downing it, instead of kneeling it, they ran a play, fumbled it, ended up losing.
Yep.
Freaking idiots. Baltimore.
Did not cover. They lost.
Oh, that's right. They did lose. I was actually rooting for Pittsburgh. Oops. And the Jets.
I think the Jets lost to Denver.
Denver covered. That's the only one
No,
I won.
no,
No,
you
I
took
took the
the
Jets.
you took the Jets.
Shit. Oh, I didn't win a single one. I lost all my money. I'm
I think.
broke.
Wait a minute. What did Iowa and Purdue won? I may have won one. I got to check that one. See,
San Francisco. You picked San Francisco. They beat the shit out of Dallas.
Oh hell yeah! So I won two. I won $200. Woohoo!
Look, the bad news is you're at 200. I'm at 1,000.
Oh no, I'm gonna get $800 out of my 1,000.
All right, hold on a second. Last week.
Let's see if Iowa won. Yeah, they won by 6. What was the spread? 2.5 out. So I won. Ooh, I won San Fran and I won Iowa, and I lost. Well, I was 2-2. I can't complain.
No,
Record
that's
looks
not
good.
bad at all. I went 0-4. So I'm 9-8 now. Whoopsie. That was a big, big week.
So,
and you're 9-7. Oh, we're both equally suck.
We both, Eric. We suck at picking football games.
I'm at $1,000 now.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Not 10,000.
So just give me 1,000, even though or give me 1,200, and that way we're both at
Oh yeah. Okay,
we both
that's
did
fair.
It one time. That's fair.
All right. Okay, man. This week, here we go.
Oh boy. Again, this is not. Please do not follow our betting strategies.
Oh, good Lord, do not. All right, we got Stanford at Colorado. Colorado's favored to win that by 11.
Yes, they are.
Notre Dame over USC.
Southern Cal's traveling to touchdown Jesus.
Touchdown Jesus. I'm trying to find your thing. Make sure I put these in here, right? Minus, plus. Yeah.
You're right.
All right, so Oregon's going to Washington.
Traveling to Washington. Auburn travels to Baton Rouge to Bayou Beach, Death Valley at night. That's not a fun place to play.
Mm-mm.
Kansas at Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State's getting 3.5. And then on the pro side, the 49ers are traveling to Cleveland. I think Cleveland's +5. And who dat? New Orleans going to Houston Texans. What's that? Texans are +2.
Mm-hmm.
And then your favorite team, the Commanders, traveling down to play Atlanta in the Dome. Atlanta
who got manhandled last week.
Yep. Then Philadelphia's traveling to the Jets, and that's +7. And then I threw in a couple extra for you this year. So Baltimore Tennessee game, the total points in that the line is 40. So over and under if you want to go.
I'm definitely going over 100% in this game.
Lions and Tampa Bay, the over under is 43.5.
I'm definitely picking that one. I'm gonna take San Francisco too in the points.
You know, they got to lose at some point. I just don't know when that's going to be.
I don't think it's next week. Not against Cleveland.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we got to pick 4. Okay.
Yeah. What the hell? No, I don't trust Colorado anymore. I'm going to take Notre Dame.
I would trust them because, I mean, heck, they came back on Southern Cal. And then Southern
All right. This is going to kill my money. There's my 4.
Okay. So, let me give you my picks, then I'll go with it. So,
go ahead.
I'm going to go with, I know Washington's undefeated, but I think the Ducks got a better defense. I'm going to go with Oregon plus the 3 points.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to go with, I'm going to go over in the Tampa Bay game as well.
I think that LSU game is going to be a lot closer than 11.5 points.
I actually think, man, that's a toughie. I think it's going to be closer than 11.5 too. I'm going to go Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State beats Kansas.
Okay.
No, so I got to get one more. Do I want Auburn or do I want the Houston? I think Houston's going to beat New Orleans. So which one do I want? Do I want Auburn? Do I trust Auburn more? Which I hate, being an Alabama fan. It's hard to bet on Auburn. God, dog. Woo. Give me the Houston Texans. That way I do 2 college, 2 pro. Give me the Texans plus the 2.
Plus 2. All right, I'm gonna take the cheap way out. Well, I don't. No, I need some money. I'm doing 400 on the over. 200 there, and then I'll do 250 and 250. All right, there's my money. You got
So
$1,200.
I know. So let's see. I'm like you. I'm going. Give me 400 on the over. I'm with you. We either gonna win it or lose it
You
together.
bastard.
I
Okay.
know. I know. What I got left? 800.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Give me give me 300 on Oregon. No, I got 800 left. So give me 400 on Oregon and 200 on the other two.
All right, there it is. Oops. Picks are in. Maybe. There
Maybe.
we go. All right. Picks are
So
in there.
we'll either be back on having a little money or be going into kitty again. Good thing it's Monopoly money.
Back in the cash box. That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Well, at least the good thing is we both went in one time, so
Yep. We're back. Back
so
starting over. All right, man.
back to zero.
So there's something else going on in this world. Maybe we should talk about. I know you know about it, and I know I barely know about it, but I know it happens.
How do you not know about this?
I don't watch the news, man. I saw. Okay, so the only reason I know about it is because they interrupted a football game to talk about the U.S. ships getting pulled towards Israel. Uh, after the end, one of our salespeople sent me a message saying, "I'm currently in Israel. I'm in a bunker. I can't take any calls. Can you get my calls covered?" I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can." And I thought they were just being dramatic, right? You know, like, oh, okay, whatever. But then I saw that on
No,
the
he's not being dramatic. So Saturday night at the dang it was a coordinated attack. Hamas and Hezbollah and a few others, but mainly Hamas. They started doing stupid stuff. So there was a music festival going on in Israel. So they basically invaded the music festival, started shooting up people, killing people. They were taking people hostage. Then they started raiding some small towns, and they were going in. Which is what I love about this. It's all how it fits everybody's scenario. All the people that are in for the women movement, the hashtag Me Too, and everything. These son of a guns are over there killing babies, murdering women, raping women. They can take them as sex slaves, whatever they want to do, breaking in and basically killing men, women, and children at their own discretion, whatever it is, just because they're Jewish, because they're Israeli, and they're all chill. You got BLM in Chicago chanting. We got marches going on in this country that supporting all this. I just don't like the two-faced. It's absolutely positively ridiculous. But I tell you what, this is Israel's 9/11. People can think what they want to, but Benjamin Netanyahu, who's the prime minister of Israel, he's been there for a while. He gave Gaza 48 hours. He said, if you got innocent women and children, get them out because we're fitting to make it a glass parking lot. And that's what the hell they're doing right now. It literally is becoming a parking lot.
Israel is one of the most feared militaries in the world.
So, and my wife was asking me, she said, what is this about? And I said, well, I can give you all the scenarios you want of, political land and all this other stuff, but it is basically Satan versus God. It is good versus evil.
So who is Hamas? Like, where are they from?
Hamas is from the Gaza Strip. They are basically headquartered at the Gaza Strip. So if you pull up a map of Israel, you've got this little tiny nation surrounded by Syria, Iran, Iraq, Egypt,
That I know, yeah.
Jordan, and all these. This little bitty nation is surrounded by nothing but Islamic individuals. Now, I will say not all Islamic people are terrorists. I will admit that, but the majority of them do not like Israel. They're saying that Israel took their land. It is not their damn land. It is Israel's land. Israel had the land first. And then in 70 AD, the Roman Emperor Hadrian burned the temple to the ground and basically sacked Jerusalem. And that's where they took a lot of the hostages and dispersed all of them out throughout the nations. That's why Hitler was able to gas 6 million Jews, because they weren't in their own home country. They were up in Russia or Germany or wherever else they were.
And so the Hamas is from inside of Israel, just a different religion.
Yes. So the Gaza Strip is a little strip of land inside of Israel that Israel said, you know what? we're going to let y'all have that little strip. And there's actually a crossing inside of the state of Israel. So if you live in the Gaza Strip and you were Arab and you wanted to come to work in Israel, your job was in Israel, you'd actually go through the checkpoint to go to work.
Like a border crossing.
Pretty much, even though
Okay.
it's inside the state, but it's like a border crossing. But these terror cells have been headquartered, or at least Hamas has been headquartered in the Gaza Strip. Now, Hezbollah has been headquartered in southern Lebanon. And for those of you that aren't aware, you remember a few weeks ago when Sleepy Joe, the idiot we got in the White House, released the $6 million back to Iran?
Mm-hmm.
So they took that much because, Trump and them froze it because it was terrorist activities.
Right.
They released the money back to them a month
so we could have a prisoner.
Exactly. $6 million for a prisoner. But now they've taken that money and got it redistributed out to the Hamas and Hezbollah and all the other ones. And so that's where they're getting they get all these rockets and bombs and everything off the black market. Russia, Ukraine, all of them. I mean, Syria, they all get, you know how arms trading is. I don't know. Mine's buried at the bottom of the river, man. But in the real world, they're taking this and supplying them with ammunition and everything else. And so, but the bottom line, Eric, is they want the Jews gone because they say it's their land, which it is not. Palestine, they say, oh, this is Palestine. Palestine never appeared on a map until the late 1800s. It was a slap in the face to the Jews. It was known as Judea. We read the Bible, Judea. Well, anyway, that was that portion. But it was literally a slap in the Jews' face because you remember the story of David and Goliath, right?
That I remember. Got that.
Okay, You got that? Well, Goliath was a Philistine. And that was a slap in the face to the Jews when they put it. It was never on the map when I forget what the map maker, I could look it up, but somebody first appeared on the map and they labeled it Palestine. It was literally just a slap in the face because Israel had been dispersed and scattered among the nations and they didn't come back till 1948.
So the Hamas invading Israel would be like if Rhode Island was trying to stand up against the U.S.
Pretty much. You can look at it that way. You can look at it as and not Kentucky would do this, but Gaza is like in the middle of Israel. So you take Kentucky, Tennessee, Iowa, something in the heartland of the country. So okay, Iowa decided, you know what? We got a bunch of terrorists here. No offense to Iowans. I love y'all. I'm just using this as a metaphor. I don't want Iowa people sending in saying,
they're directly above me. Be careful.
I know, right? Be careful. They're going to bomb you.
We share a border. Yeah. Be all Red Dawn in mine shit because it's your fault because you're pissed off the Iowans.
But it would be like them sneaking across the border and start attacking churches and started, going into your house and taking you and your kids hostage, trying to, they're going to take your children and rape them and kill you right there. It's nuts. And I'm telling you, this is Israel's 9/11. They are fixing to level Gaza. They're fixing to, and I think some of the outreaching countries, like everybody know, okay, the liberal Wall Street Journal, they're not on, they're going to tell you what they want to tell you, which is BS half the time. But they actually ran an article that said that the $6 billion that they released and Iran helped fund and helped orchestrate this attack on Israel. And they're all chanting in the parliament saying, death to Israel, death to the Jews and all this. It is really, really bad.
Well, they got some U.S. ships creeping up on Israel, getting ready to go too.
And then I think it was the Turkish prime minister. He came on and said, he said America needs to keep their nose out of it. There will be retribution if America decides they want to step in and help Israel in any way.
What's Turkey going to do to us? Throw sand and gold at us?
My whole point, Israel don't need any help. They got one person protecting them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they got the Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the co-pilot in every single one of their planes, man. They don't even need laser guidance. They're just like, there it goes.
They're firing all these rockets into Israel, and Israel's got that what they call the Iron Dome. I don't know if you know, but it's almost like a shell that goes over Israel. They got a missile anti-rocket system. Anytime a rocket gets fired, they got a basically anti-rocket system that'll intercept it and destroy it.
Yeah, and I've always heard, that was just the rumor. I never actually looked it up, but that Israel has one of the most fiercest militaries in the world. Like the U.S. doesn't even want to go against Israel. Like, no, thank you.
the the sheer numbers, America's probably got more, but the fighting capability and the
Right.
technology. I mean, they're on par with us, but we don't want to play with them.
Mm-mm.
Again,
No thanks.
God is on their side. The
And our
Bible.
freaking military people are out there freaking like
Oh man,
hashtagging shit and crying and asking for timeouts.
I mean, you literally you literally, which is we ought to do it here in Israel. You have to serve in the military for I think it's 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
It's
pretty much every other country in the world, it's like 2 year minimum.
Yep, and then they can call you back up until the age of 45. So you've got people in America trying to get out on planes to get back over there. I mean, heck, I think you had somebody from work that works for you. You thought he was kidding.
Yeah, it was a female, but she texted me and she's like, yeah, so I'm in a bunker in Israel. I can't take my calls. Can you reschedule them? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I didn't. I mean, I didn't not believe them, but I didn't know the severity of it
No, you didn't. Yeah, you kind of brushed it off and was like, okay, but you didn't know what was going on until you found out
until
what
they
was.
interrupted the football
Yeah,
game.
yeah. How dare they interrupt a football
Breaking,
game?
I think it was at halftime or something. They're like, breaking news: U.S. is sending ships to Israel, and that's the only thing I heard because I don't pay attention.
And this has the potential to escalate into World War III. It really does.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, this has the potential. If Israel strikes out at Iran, which they might, and levels a couple of their buildings, and Iran decides to retaliate, and then you got other countries decide to retaliate, U.S. is going to be forced to take a side.
Yeah, and we'll take the side of Israel.
Previous administrations, I would agree with that. I hope Biden makes
We're
the
not going
wrong
to
choice.
bomb. We're not going to take sides with Iran. Absolutely no way. Not after everything that happened.
No, I'm not. I'm not sure we're going to take sides. What I'm getting at is something. So here again, I'm playing devil's advocate because I always think along these times, think along these lines. I mean, all these people we've led in the southern border. There are reports that Hamas and Hezbollah has got, and it's been that way since 9/11. But recently, they've got certain people and certain cells in this country now that are ready and calculated to make certain attacks on here. So I'm not saying Biden wouldn't back Israel, but what if we can't? What if we're dealing with too much crap? Oh, we're having to fight something on this front.
We got a big military, man.
We used the military of our day, no problem. But the
Yeah,
ones
but there's a lot of our military still over on that side of the world too. Even if there is
well,
stuff happening on our own soil, we
this
still
is true.
have
This is true. You got the bases in Germany and a few of the other ones.
and Italy and
Italy,
France
yeah.
and England and Austria and Switzerland. We got stuff in Poland. We got a couple bases still in the Middle East,
Yep.
Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait,
So
Israel,
this
Turkey.
this could get really ugly. I'm hoping it's not, but hey, let's say this is going on. And what did I tell you a few weeks ago? I think something freaky is going to happen before the election, so they can get some mail-in ballots. I mean, I
They're not
don't know.
going to level it.
It's just
I
a
mean, I
strange
know Biden
coincidence.
wants to win, but I don't think he's going to level the country. Just
No, Biden won't. Biden won't. Hell, Biden don't even know what damn ice cream flavor he's eating.
they had to
You
show
know,
him where Israel was on a map.
you probably right. That I probably believe. 20 years ago he would know where it's at, but right now he don't even know how to get to his own bedroom.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he's at.
I could. And they were making fun of him because he was doing a big barbecue. He was hosting some dinner Saturday night or either Sunday, and they're doing something on the White House lawn, and all this crap's going on, and he's just out there frolicking amongst all the people, like it's no big. I mean,
He's skipping,
yeah.
having a jolly old time, playing Ring Around the Rosie with the
I mean,
grandkids.
this poor guy's got dementia. He shouldn't even be in office.
Hopefully, we have less than a year left.
Yeah.
Well, just over a year.
Maybe
Because he'll
for
be
him. I'm just curious if Trump. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, we will see, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, nor do I care. I'll go in. I'll punch my little thing into the computer for Trump. I mean, for whoever I vote for, and that'll be that.
But so, did you get the picture I sent you?
Oh, you didn't send me a picture. You sent me a TikTok, didn't you?
No, I sent you a picture off Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So this is a picture of, don't let the media whitewash the reality of what is taking place in Israel now. This was targeted at unarmed women and children, not as a consequence of war, but as the goal.
Oh, the picture ain't there.
No, there's no picture. Oh,
Um,
view. It says it's got sensitive information. Oh, good lord.
yeah. So that is a tattoo artist. She was visiting the country. I think she was at the music festival, and some of the
That's an
his
actual picture of a dead person.
yeah, exactly. So I
Mm.
mean, they just kill indiscriminately, and they're dancing in the streets. These are the same people that were dancing for 9/11. The exact same people,
This
and
is
we should have
horrible.
made them a glass down parking lot.
Mm. As a father of girls, that really, really sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible. And I mean, you're showing uh, a new bride just got kidnapped. They ain't been married but a couple years. She got taken prisoner. You got some Americans that are getting taken hostage. I'm curious to see what we're going to do about it. We don't
Yeah, I
need to pay
use.
another $6 million damn dollars for somebody. I'm sorry, but we shouldn't be negotiating with terrorists.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. Yeah, I couldn't stop looking at that picture. I mean, it's like an actual just random person dead.
Yeah, she's like a 22-year-old female. She was a good looking girl, good looking
Yeah,
young
she
girl.
looks. Yeah, she looks like she's a good looking gal, and
She
it's
got
actual death. Like she got a bullet hole right here in the damn
yep.
freaking armpit. Mm.
I would show it, but they'd probably ban it, and
Yeah, we
we're
don't need
talking.
to do that.
I'm curious if this. We'll see if this show gets flagged because we're talking against the Arabs and the Palestine and Islam. So
YouTube's got bigger fish to fry, buddy.
exactly. Dang it!
They
If
don't
we
give
can
a
ever
shit.
get to if we can ever get to 1,000 followers, then maybe they will.
Maybe we'll see.
But it's AI doing it. I think they got the AI program scanning some of that too.
I'm sure like a resume scanner when they're
Yeah.
looking for candidates and stuff. Yeah. And that's, I can't, I hate looking at that stuff. And my daughter and I, we were watching on Sunday, we were watching Criminal Minds, like 3 episodes in a row, like kids dying, like murdered kids, slaughtered kids. Like, God bless it. Come on. That's like, she's over there crying and I'm like all sad and like pissed off at the world in my seat. Like it was,
Where'd you go? Well,
what?
people, Eric seems to be having some technical difficulties right in the middle of his
It's not
story.
me.
He froze up.
It's not me. Can you hear me now?
I can see you. You froze up.
Can you
Now
hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. I don't know who it is because again, on my side it looks crystal clear. And on your side it looks crystal clear. Who the fuck knows? It both says 99% uploaded.
Yeah. I don't know.
We need a producer
Yeah, we do. Anybody know any good producers?
that want to work on a
If-
56
if they-
viewer
or-
podcast.
hey, hey, they might
We
can
don't.
get us. They might can get us some viewers. They might know people.
We just need to be. Well, the thing is, we need to be in the same damn room.
But yeah, we do need to do that.
That would never be an issue if we're in the same room.
No.
Maybe I'll come. Maybe I'll get my daughter to go to uh, a Georgia college.
Yeah.
She's actually going. She's going to a showcase at the end of December with all hick Midwestern schools like Quincy, Iowa.
For
Just a bunch
volleyball.
of other. Yeah, yeah. It's just she got invited by Quincy University in Iowa somewhere. It's like a D2 school to go to
Hey,
this showcase.
you know what? We'll talk after this. I know somebody that's a volleyball coach at around one of the colleges around here. She may know people.
Hey, as long as it's not a D1, she doesn't even want to go to D2. She wants like D3 or NAIA. She's 5'6". She can jump high, but
No,
she doesn't
this
want it to be super uber competitive. She wants to win, but she doesn't want it to be her life either.
right, exactly. No, this would be it would be a smaller school.
Good.
So
Perfect.
yeah, I'll reach out to her. She may know some people in the area.
That'd be cool.
So
That'd be awesome.
we'll see.
I'll tell her. Yeah.
It's all in who you know. Dennis, what you know.
That's right.
You
Well,
and I
and
both.
they do these tournaments, and oh gosh, okay, I got to rant. I got to rant.
Oh,
So,
I got a rant too, but you go first.
all right,
I
perfect.
just
There are 12 girls on my daughter's club volleyball team. That means 12 sets of parents. The coaches are, I don't know, mid-20s maybe, young kids, not married, right? Or not young, no kids. They're in a relationship, they're not married, but no kids, single, right? So they sent out a message in this group chat and said, all right, who wants to go to nationals? 10 out of the 12 parents said, we'll go to nationals if we win a bid, right? So if we win the bid to go to nationals, we'll go. Two of the parents are like, "Oh, we should just pay to go anyway. It's about the experience." And there's so many recruiters there and shit like that. I'm like, there's no recruiters in the losers bracket. Like, if we suck, I don't want to go to spend $5,000-6,000 to go to Orlando and watch them lose for 4 days.
Right.
Right? What if they suck this year? If they win the bid, then they get to go. They're like, yeah, well, we usually take the parents into consideration, blah blah blah, but we're paying to go to nationals. Like, these kids don't have to pay for anything. Like, the coaches don't pay, so they got to. All they want is a free vacation to Florida.
Oh,
I'm
exactly.
convinced.
So how come they don't got to pay? So is the club put up the money for them, or is it all the
Yeah, the
parents?
club pays for everything for the coaches, so we have to pay $100 entry fee
Right.
each. Which, fine, it's $100. But now I got 4 days in Orlando in a hotel, food, everything else, all the expenses and everything. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's stupid. I will go if they win. If they earn a trip to the Nationals, let's
Well,
go.
this is the participation trophy.
That's what I said. I even typed that in the group chat. Like, I don't want to be the bad guy here, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I'm not a participation trophy parent.
No. If y'all win the
Because
bid and y'all deserve to go, then you go. If you get the
that's
bid to go,
exactly
then you
it.
go.
I don't want to pay just to show up and get our ass and lose for 4 days straight. That's not fun. That's not a good experience. And the recruiters aren't going to be on those courts anyway.
Are they in two different venues, or are they one venue just at different times?
One giant venue in Florida. A convention center, usually.
Now, speaking from a recruiter level, because I mean, sports played for my college, and I know some. They will take a peek, even if just because the team's 0-20. Some of them 0-20 teams got one or two good players on them. They will take now. They
Of
won't be
course.
heavily apprentice. They will take a peek. But normally, what they'll normally do is, they may call the coach, say, hey Eric, who on your team just got the capability to play at the next level?
Mm-hmm. But
So
I
it's
don't
a
know.
little bit. But
Whatever.
I'm like you. I wouldn't want to pay just for a participation trophy.
No, it's not about the money. It's about earning it. You have to earn it.
Exactly. Agreed.
I said, if you guys don't earn a bid, you're paying that $100. I'm not. You want to go? Pay the $100. I'll take you.
What'd she say?
That's not fair.
Wait a minute, Dad. Really?
She says she doesn't want to go and get her ass handed to her.
No,
I was
I
like,
get it.
I could spend that money on a trip to like Mexico for a week, an all-inclusive resort with like cool shit, fun shit to do.
I agree. So let them pay for the trip down there, and let you and Mia go to Mexico.
That's what I said. I'm like, skip for the stupid volleyball thing and let's go.
Exactly.
Unless you're gonna have a recruiter there waiting for you, but you don't want to go to school like in the deep south and down in Florida. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she does.
Hey, what's the matter with the deep south? Hold on a minute. Let's back
Not,
up.
I mean, deep, like southern Florida. Like, I don't want to go. That's too fucking hot.
Oh yeah, it is.
Absolutely
You're right.
not.
Oh,
I don't need hot and humid.
Deep South Georgia is very hot and humid.
Yes, it is.
You can cut the air with a knife.
I told her to go to New York City. There's 200 colleges in New York City. One of them will give her a full ride volleyball, and we can live in New York City.
Nah, I wouldn't. No, you're crazy. I wouldn't want
You
to.
know how many places there are to hide guns? I mean, how many places there are?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
all right.
The thing about it is you got to don't get caught with them, because then you have to have 27 stamps, 3 background checks, one from the police department, one from the governor, and all kind of crap. Then there'll probably be some other organization.
I'm looking forward to going to Orlando next week because I have clear and I have TSA pre-check. I am going to run through that fucking airport, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never had the TSA pre-check before. I had clear last time, but I was still waiting on my background check when I went to the last mastermind for the TSA. So yeah, I'm going to the clear and TSA. I don't have to do shit. All I got to do is just throw my bag on a scanner, walk through it. I'm done.
Yeah, walk through the go to.
Don't have to take my shoes off. Don't have to take my computer out. Don't have to do any of that crap. Then finally, maybe my family-sized bag of peanut butter M&Ms will not get flagged every single time, man. They have to look through that damn bag of peanut butter M&Ms.
That's terrible. You got to have a snack.
It's peanut butter M&Ms. I can't fly without them. It's just like my munch while I'm on the plane. It's just,
So my rant was kind of along the same line. So we've got an event going on where, I work a little bit, and because I don't want to say too much because I don't want to mention it. But anyway.
Supplement all the money you get from this.
Exactly.
From the podcast.
Just some beer and running money.
A few extra bucks, yeah.
A few extra bucks. But So prior to the event the other night, we have what we call some courtesy golf carts. They're like 6-skidder golf carts that'll pick, like if you and your daughter were there and y'all wanted to go from one point A to point B, and a couple of those points are long walks, we have courtesy golf carts that'll take you down there. So just a little before, right when the gate started opening, I was coming up from doing something, and there's these two yo-yos in the parking lot because it's pretty empty, and they're each on a 6-seater golf cart, and they're driving. And this lady looked at me and she said, "Hey, you need to arrest them." I'm like, "For what?" And she said, "The way they're driving," and they were acting a fool. And I said, "Wait a minute, how old are they?" And she said, "Oh, well, they're only like 15 years old." And I said, "Ma'am, you signed a waiver. You've got to be 16 plus years of old in order to drive that cart." She said, "We didn't sign a waiver." Anyway, long story short, these two 15-year-olds thought it would be a good idea because they were walking by the courtesy golf carts and the keys were in them that we had just put in there, that, oh, this must be free to take. We'll just take them and ride around. So they jumped in the carts and they're riding around the goddamn parking lot, going over the curbs and everything. It took all I could do. Oh, Lord, it took all I could do. I mean, it really did. If I didn't like the perks of my job because, it fits what I want to do, I may have lost my religion right there and my job.
You need like a zapper thing that stops the engine immediately.
Oh,
shuts it
yeah.
down.
They got geofencing on them, if it gets to certain areas,
right.
But yeah, you're
Not
right. I need an automatic kill switch on the darn things. But
also known as your fists.
That's what I wanted it to be. But I'm thinking about, and we've talked about this, if you and I would have done that at 15 years old, if we were with your dad, he'd have whooped both our ass. And if you were with my dad or mom, they'd have whooped both our ass.
Oh, yeah. It'd throw me on the ground and drove over my ass with that golf cart. Yeah, how do you like this golf cart now, you little asshole?
I mean, and the mom was just looking at me like, "Oh, what's the problem?"
We do this stuff at Walmart too. We use the electric carts.
Exactly. We do the little scooters. But this one is, it goes a little faster than little electric scooters.
Well, yeah.
At Walmart, but still.
Yeah, I know. Ever been stuck behind one of them damn electric things at Walmart?
Like, oh yeah, they get on my like. Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad though, because it really is an old lady or old man?
Sometimes
you see yourself doing that, and you're like, "Just get out of my way. I got to go." And
yep, I've tried it.
That could be us one day, Eric.
I know. I've tried to have patience lately because my anger, road rage is the worst lately. Like I am just in my car screaming at people like, "Nice blinker, asshole!" Like just so mad.
Yeah.
I will never understand people that aren't in a hurry that drive under the speed limit though. Fuck them forever.
We were coming back from the ones that get me though too. We were coming back from the trip, and of course I hate going through Atlanta, but Atlanta's 6 lanes of traffic, and if you're not doing Mach 1, you're getting passed.
Mm-hmm.
But the little old lady in the second to the last lane, the fast lanes are supposed to be to the left. She ain't in the right lane. She's in the second, almost the last one, like this, and she's doing 55. I mean, the folks, they should go on her. She ain't budging. She ain't moving. She's just,
oblivious to the world. God love her, man.
She fitting to have a wreck. She fitting to cause a wreck, but
oh yeah,
it was pretty funny. I'm like, okay, but because I'm running past her too. I wasn't too crazy, but at least I passed her and got in front of her and put a blinker. But I looked over at her when I'm going by, and she ain't budged. 10 and 2, baby. She ain't getting over 55.
under the steering wheel.
Yeah,
like,
she was
she's
looking through through the little hole. Yeah. Yeah,
just oblivious to the world, in her own thing. Probably no smartphone. It's in her flip phone's in her purse. She's just listening to some old timey radio.
She probably had the jitterbug. The big numbers from her mom. Her kids got her a jitterbug,
like those old joke calculators. That the numbers are like this big. Like,
yeah.
So, do they make phones with bigger keypads for old people?
Yeah, they do.
I used to make fun of my mom, like increasing the font on the screen of her computer. Now I do the same shit.
I haven't got that far yet. That's because I'll put on the readers. But
I got my contacts in. But I got
friends of mine. You look at their text message. Hell, I can read it from across the room because they got it on like 150. They open it up, you can see it all the way across the room. I'm like,
that's
maybe
one letter.
I want to show. Yeah,
one letter on the screen. You got to swipe to read the whole word. Yeah.
What does W-I-L? Wait a minute. Let me back. You got to start writing
space blank screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? to come on, spit it out. That's great.
Yeah, it's funny. So I'm curious to see though by next week how much of the Gaza Strip's left. So
Yeah, I will. I'll read up on it and I'll follow it. Obviously, it's a big deal because if it does turn into something more, I kind of want to know.
yeah, you might want to flip the channel or at least put on something during when you're doing your morning jog on the treadmill or whatever it is you do.
Sure, there's a channel on XM radio that covers it, right?
Oh, probably. You could probably find.
Like a CNN or World News, BBC.
Well, CNN. I'm not sure I'd trust, but I mean, they may show some of the live footage here and there.
I'll be listening.
Yeah, true. I would find a more reputable news source
or Spotify. So let's see, Sirius XM.
Yeah,
There's no baseball on anymore, so my sports are done. Taylor Swift acoustic mix. Oh, that was it. That's what I was looking for.
Well, I'm just glad, and I don't follow too much baseball till it gets now, but at least the Braves, split the series with Philly 1-1.
Fox News has one. MSNBC has a channel. There's plenty. CNN, Sirius XM, The Patriot with Sean Hannity. Fox News, Fox Business. Yeah, there's plenty on here I could listen to while I'm.
So I just, and we can end on this note because you mentioned baseball. I just thought it was kind of funny that.
Baseball. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, that the Braves, finished the season with one of the best offenses in the history of MLB, and they they get the bye. And I think the bye hurts them when you don't play that wild card round. You get a couple days off because they got first time in a couple of years they got blanked at home by Philly in the first game.
And then they ended up winning 5-4, didn't they?
Yeah, they won last night. They won 5-4, but still, good. I mean,
they were down 4-2 at one point, weren't they? I thought.
I mean, prolific offense and probably one of the best teams in baseball this year. And
all around one of the best teams. The Orioles are shanking it.
Yep, but I think that wild card, I think it hurts you. Sometimes it's good to rest, but I think
it depends.
Out of a rhythm.
Plus, I mean, Atlanta clinched the division in the first round bye so long before the end of the season. They were probably resting a lot of their big players anyway. So they just, didn't click right at first. But again, a team like that takes them one game to get back into it. That's all. I almost forgot. So I got the new tattoo. So check this out. So I went and get the tattoo. A quarter of the way through, dude had a family emergency and had to leave.
Oh my gosh.
And as you know, I can't just go back the next day for him to finish it. Now exactly. I gotta wait 4 weeks for him to finish it. It looks like I got prison tats on my arm. Like he barely look. I mean, it's not bad, but
oh no, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah,
at all.
So that's the.
Is he gonna shade into big things?
So he's gonna shade. He's got to do all the shading still, and he's got to put some more here.
Right.
But yeah, it's like half. It looks like now I got to go to the mastermind down in Florida with this fucking these prison tats.
Hey, get you one of them hook shirts or one of them, real.
I'll just order I'll order like an athletic sleeve off of Amazon. I'll be like, I just have some some tendon issues.
Tendonitis in my elbow from playing. Because I swing a tennis club, or you was practicing volleyball with your daughter, and you was spiking it on her so much so she could practice her digs and your arms. So see, I got your back, man.
Thanks. I'll just probably tell him I was jerking off too much.
But that's true. They probably believe that.
That is 100% believable. All right, brother. Well,
all right.
We got our picks are in. See how that goes. I'll chat with you throughout the week. We'll see what's going on with Israel and the Gaza Strip and how much of it's left next week when we chat. All right.
Yes, we will. All right, man.
All right, brother. Great as always. You too. Bye.